This is Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado News on seconews.org. We're here at Otero College, where our community, law enforcement, and victims advocate agencies have come together this morning to talk about a mass casualty incident planning. And with us, we have Executive Director of Arkansas Valley Resource Center, Brooke Leonard. We have our La Junta Chief of Police, Todd Quick. And of course, we've got Amy McCarthy. Did I get the last name right, Amy?
Totally did.
Well, I tell you, you've got, this is our first time meeting, so I don't have your title committed to memory yet. So we're going to let you tell us about the organization you're representing and what you did today.
I came down here to represent the Colorado Organization for Victim Assistance. We're one of the largest victim service organizations in the state. My job there is to provide training throughout the state, and I'm here today as the mass casualty responder for COVA to talk about mass incident response, post-incident, while the incident's happening, and the preparation that goes into preparing for all of that.
So today we had a room full of people talking about the response from the local communities. Todd, do you want to kind of give us a wrap up of today's exercise and how you felt about it?
Yeah, this is just one of our monthly or bi-monthly get-togethers, trainings we have of this group being prepared for any mass casualty responses. Today was more on the victim side, which is one of the most important parts of this process. And just grateful for Kathy and her group coming down and Brooke bringing her. Just working together to better provide service to our citizens.
Exactly. And now, Brooke, you've been with the Arkansas Valley Resource Center for umpteen years. I think last time I talked to you, you didn't have the title that you just threw at me. So it's good to see that you're coming up in the ranks there. Tell us a little bit about the Arkansas Valley Resource Center and how you help our victims advocates our victims locally.
Yeah, so I've been with the agency for 16 years now, and we provide victim advocacy services for victims of crime in Bent Crowley and Otero County. We cover all victims of crime, so not just domestic violence and sexual assault, which is a misnomer. So we provide comprehensive services. We work very closely with law enforcement. We also have a community-based program as well. So anybody that has been victimized or know of somebody that's been victimized can reach out to our agency and get some assistance.
All right. Now, everybody recognizes the locals. Amy, you do this on a national level. I guess tell us about the scope of your service to the community.
So one of the things that I do with COVA as the director of training is to train about mass tragedies, vicarious trauma, et cetera, trying to help those people who respond to things within their communities post-incident, during the incident, and preparation for an incident. And then COVA also provides an opportunity to come in and debrief the people that are doing the work on the ground to make sure that they're doing everything they can to take care of themselves. Self-care is hard for the people rushing in, so we make sure that we keep our finger on the pulse of that. But as the mass casualty responder, because of my experience over the many years I've been doing this work, we can provide kind of an oversight of things that we know to be true in certain incidents that some communities might not think about.
Right. So it's that drawing on that wealth of knowledge from previous experience, and then how can that apply to help this community? Yes. Very cool. Anything outstanding that you noticed about our community of first responders today?
I have to tell you, I was super impressed by the sense of connectedness and the ideas that the questions that were brought up. I'm very impressed by the fact that everybody already has met together already. The questions that they had shows that there's a camaraderie and a preparation plan where everybody's working together. That is always very refreshing. It makes our job a lot easier when people know what other people are doing and that there is a plan in place already.
All right, so coordinating that plan, I know I heard several officials talk about things that you guys just you compared it to a fire hose instead of a faucet of information. So for you, Chief Quick, was there anything particularly that stood out for you that you guys gained from this?
The whole program helped us a bunch. The biggest thing was knowing more on the victim services that were out there and what can be provided to the community.
All right, very good. Also, at the end of the presentation, Amy, you guys spoke about a website that had resources for these guys to use. Do you want to tell us just a little bit about that?
Yeah, I had the privilege to help with the state level, the Division of Criminal Justice put together the Victim Services Program with the Division of Criminal Justice put together a Colorado Mass Incident Toolkit. And you can go to the DCJ website for that, for any sort of information or downloads. It's a wonderful resource for those people who may not have already started a pre-plan in their communities, so I recommend it.
All right, very good. Well, thank you for what you're doing, and we appreciate your help and attention to our little community here. We know you guys are typically working in large cities, right? Is there something about La Junta that stood out to you that you would like to mention?
You know, it's such a, it's refreshing to be invited into such a great community. Even the smaller rural communities that are out there, sometimes there's a reluctance because everybody's so close-knit to bring in people from the metro area where it's very different. And so it was really refreshing to be invited. So we were very grateful for that. And I have to tell you, what a beautiful community. And they've got great food here.
All right, very good. The green chili is a highlight for me. Thank you so much, Amy. We appreciate you taking the time. Brooke, Todd, you guys have anything you want to add?
No, I'm just very thankful that Amy came down and provided this information to our area. Our area has been very good about collaborating and trying to prepare for an event that you hope that you never have to respond to. But you know, you can always improve on that planning. And so this was very helpful today to make sure that, you know, there's things we haven't forgotten.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for your time, guys, and thank you for your commitment to the community. And Amy, thanks for coming to town.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Great meeting you. For the people of Southeast Colorado, I'm Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado News.